Hello, everybody. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. How's you doing? Yeah, it's up early with the knob, or an early morning nobbing. Knobs up early. The knob. Anyway, anyway. Yeah, I want to get back into my streaming, and yeah, I'm doing the early morning, the breakfast slot. Right up your breakfast slot with an early morning knob. It's rude, isn't it? I can't help it. I'm filthy. I've got a one-track mind. Yeah, and it usually revolves around sex or the fact that farts and going to the toilet are hilariously funny. They are in my diseased and rather sick sewer of a mind. Yeah. So, what's going on in the world? Well, madness as usual. Yeah, we've had the, the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan are paling. We're forgetting about them, but for the people who make their money out of wars, the arm dealers, it couldn't be better. Ukraine and Israel and Gaza, still ongoing. A lot of money to be made. Buy some shares in an arms manufacturing company, you'll be sound. You know, don't buy shares in Telsa though, or Tesla or whatever they're called, Telstar. They're rubbish. They're rubbish. They really are. Hello, where have you been? Where have you been, eh? Mm. Have you gone and done a sneaky poo before I take you out for your morning? No, I can't smell it. No, I'll take you out in a bit. We'll go for a wander down the riverbank. Mm. And you know what riverbank rhymes with? Mm. Open your mouth. Let's see your teeth. Oh. Anyway, so I'm doing nicely. Got my best friend with me. You might hear a tail wagging. Oh, someone wants to climb on my belly. Oh, you like it on there, didn't you? Mm. Mattress not soft enough for you. You have to lay on my big fat belly. Yeah, well, you might get a surprise. You put that pressure on me, I might squeeze a fart out. So yeah, early morning show. What do we discuss on an early morning show? The sun is rising. We've got traffic reports for your local area. It's completely fucked. The weather, it's going to be shit. It'll piss it down all day. And in local news, some cunt's been arrested for being a twat. You know, and the case is ongoing. So there's your local weather, news, traffic, everything. It's all fucked. Stay in bed. Don't bother. Don't leave the house. It's all perfectly horrible out there as usual. You know, get yourself a four-legged friend, the kind that smothers you. Get off. Oh, you're such a mastiff. Oh, I'm glad you don't dribble. Stop licking my ear hole. Oh, you mucky brute. Get out of it. Go on. Down. Hang on. What have I got in my pockets? I'll get this one sorted. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, I've got something in my pocket. What's this? Oh, oh, can you smell that? Is that nice? Oh, what have I got? What's appeared as if by magic out of my pocket? Down. Sit. It's amazing how dogs do exactly what you tell them as soon as you pull a treat out of your pocket. Right, full attention now. Here. Sit. Sit. Go on, sit down. Lie down. All right. Okay, we've got a compromise. Dog's not lying on my belly. It's sat on my shoulder. Well, I mean, life's about compromise. At least I'm not going to be guts fucking impact with a mastiff on my belly. Oh, don't lick my face. I don't want my face licked. Right, lick your own face. Your tongue's bloody long enough. Yeah, I know. I know. That's a good doggy. Oh, it's so pleasant to have a doggy in bed with you. Well, technically, you're not in the bed. You're on the bed, aren't you? You're not under the duvet. Oh, we have some classic cuddles, me and the dog. We watch telly. Well, not really telly. We watch YouTube. You see, I was watching the Fox Guide to Pike Fishing earlier, part one, the essentials. Yeah, very, very informative. I like the vintage stuff because I'm a vintage kind of guy. And pike fishing hasn't changed since the 1980s, 1990s, that kind of period. No point watching the modern stuff. Well, apart from the fact that some people have been sticking cameras in the local rivers and canals and producing videos of pike. They get the camera down near the bait and they're watching the pikes with these dead baits, and the pike are just there floating in the water. They just come out of the reeds and bushes and they're there looking at the bait going, that's not kosher, that ain't. And they just, sometimes they don't bite, but they're just inspecting it going, something hooky about that. So, yeah, and I've been reading about the life cycle of eels. They really are fantastic. Yeah. Creatures guided by instinct. I mean, they spawn in the Caribbean, the Sargasso Sea, and it takes them a couple of years to reach Europe, and they come all over the show. And some of them, they'll go up a river, come inland, and they get out of the river when it's nice and wet, and they'll go across a field, grassy field, and they make their way to lakes. And they'll sit in that lake growing big and fat and powerful and strong. £5, £7, £10, right? They get up to a right old weight. And then when they're ready, they return to the Sargasso. They swim across the fucking Atlantic, right? And they spawn and then die. And it's quite like an eel never knows its parents. They're not like mammals who raise their young, and they develop a relationship with their parents. No, eels are born like little worms, just wiggling off, drifting across the Atlantic. It's quite an amazing thing. It's very impressive. Any eel you see in a British river, that fucker on its own fucking tail has made a journey longer than the fucking Titanic managed. That was the biggest, most luxurious boat of all time. And any given eel has covered more distance than that fucking fucking ship. It makes you think. I'm quite, the philosophical type, mate. Yeah, eels up inside you, find the entrance where they can. Because I just thought they were these horrible wriggly bastards, but when you read about them, they're very impressive. They do things no human can do. No dog can do that either. Could you swim? No, you need a little rubber dinghy, wouldn't you? Like what those immigrants use to illegally enter the United Kingdom. Well, if they're so illegal, why don't the police bloody arrest them? Eh? Oh, they're illegal because you think they're illegal. Well, they're the tip of the iceberg. But yeah, I mean, racism aside, a lot of people enjoy their racism, and who am I to deny them the simple pleasures of a fucking, The big problem is population. We need to have less babies born and more people dying prematurely. So lower the tax on cigarettes and booze. You know, get the price of fatty food down and sugary food, and let people fucking stop breeding and kill themselves. You know, and yeah, sort out immigration at the same time. But yeah, the population. I mean, people are happier when they've got more space. So we don't need people fucking cramming up our country, building all over our lovely green fields. No, we need to work out, you know, what our population was when we were our best and happiest, and we aim for that population. You know, legalize drink driving and drug driving, and get the cunts to wipe themselves out. You know, or get a nice war going. Send them off as cannon fodder, national service. You know. Hey, you're on my belly again. Come on, down. Down. Sit. Good doggy. Good doggy, yes. Good. You're hoping for a treat, isn't it? Get off my belly. Oh, straight back on my belly. Why do you like lying on top of my belly? Oh, bloody hell. You'd think it was a Chesterfield sofa. Oh, hello. Ain't you a beauty? Ain't you one of the greatest dogs that's ever lived? You're a classic dog, you are. Bull Stafford. That's what you are. You are a Bull Stafford. You're not a Staffy. You're not a Bulldog. Bull Stafford. A very fine Bull Stafford. Your teeth. Oh, your classic teeth you have. Oh, yeah. All the better to bite people's bums with. All the better to munch your food with. Yes. My dog is a lovely dog. It has got 4 legs. It breeds by having intercourse, but it doesn't lay any eggs. Yeah, so you paid attention to the lifespan of eels. You weren't, were you? They're remarkable creatures, of the eels. Sense of smell second only to the great white shark. Smell a droplet of blood a mile away. Their own blood contains a toxin capable of killing small mammals, hopefully chihuahuas and Yorkshire Terriers. They can spit this blood out as a defensive measure. Oh, they're wonderful things. Amazing. Sensitive to barometric air pressure, able to survive out of water, or they can navigate by the moon, all sorts of things. You know, and then that's just the eels we have in rivers. The eels in the sea, like conger eels, electric eels. You know, they came in to replace the gas eels from the old Victorian days. Before that, it was oil burning eels. You know, but they're fantastic things. I mean, the sea needs properly exploring. Yeah, and if it wasn't for that dickhead crashing up his rubbish submarine, we'd be making more progress. But that set sea exploration off, because now who the fuck can get insured? That has ruined everyone's fucking time. Dickheads like that, amateurs messing about, means that there's going to be lots of fucking lawyers sticking their noses in, lots of people making sure they can fucking charge more and get paid more for their services, all because some fucking arrogant twat who built a few aeroplanes and thought, well, if I can build aeroplanes that fly, I can do submarines that don't get crushed. Oh, I'm an expert. Oh, yes, carbon fibre is the future. And all these people who are telling me that it's a load of rubbish, I'm talking shit, well, they're the ones who are wrong. They're talking shit. You know, they say it's going to get crushed, and I don't know what I'm doing. Well, they can all fuck off, can't they? And what happened to him? Yeah, got himself squashed the fuck up and took his fucking paying guests with him. But what kind of a fucking billionaire? But it's not like EasyJet, where, you know, you just have a smaller seat and it's not as luxurious. No, it was a fucking amateurish fucking balls up, that was. And the company was in debt. He was giving the hard sell to punters, forcing him into his fucking death can because he was such a deluded prick. He didn't know anything about the fucking dangers of cost cutting and the delamination of the fucking, what was it, fibre? It wasn't fiberglass, it was the other one, carbon fibre. Yeah, well, it's all coming out now. They're showing you the footage of the wreckage. Oh, it's lovely stuff. I love a good disaster, mate. You know, you had an American, a Scotsman, a Frenchman, and two fucking Pakistanis crushed to death in a tin can. Where's Bernard Manning when you need him? Oh, yeah. He'd get a good punchline on that. But, yeah, you know. Get off me. Oh. Yeah, that fucking Scottish fucker on that. Oh, you know. Billionaire and his son. The French idiot who fucking was such an expert on fucking submarines. He was working for the most miserable fucking threadbare Mickey Mouse amateur outfit going. So he was obviously past his prime. Yeah, crushed because they were cheap. They were cutting the corners, wanting to maximise their profits. Using fucking controllers from a fucking Xbox, though. Well, I found out what was causing me problems. Yeah, we found we were set to turn the screen off after 30 seconds. So I had to keep touching the screen. Yeah. And then I forgot to touch the screen, and then I'd get kicked out of my own recording when I tried to have my own broadcast. So now I've got it sorted now. So I can just waffle away. I do like me waffling. I like a good waffle, mate. I like Bird's potato waffles. Hey, listen to this. They're waffly, versatile. Oh, that's had an effect on the dog. Yeah, Bird's potato waffles. They're waffly, versatile. Oh, dog thinks I've said waffly, not waffly. Waffly. Not waffly. Waffly. Oh, whenever I say waffly, someone's there bouncing, going, oh, what have you said? Waffly. No, waffly. Not waffly, waffly. Oh. Yeah. Dogs recognise certain words, and waffly is one of their words. Hey, you carry on being waffly, I'll get gruffly. Gruffly. I'll be gruffly with you. Oh, he's not listening. Waffly. Yeah, so early morning grubs, just talking shit, answering your questions if you ask them. We had some inquiries last night. Where's a good place to get a wallet? And I'm like, well, I got mine off Temu. Have a look at that one. Yeah. Compact and minimalistic it is. But it's not really to carry stuff. It's just to protect the card. Because a debit card goes in my pocket. There's loose change, keys, a metal torch, penknife. They get scratched to buggery. So I started using this little leather sort of wallet, for it a better word. Yeah. Look, I never carry a card and a little bit of cash. I don't need to carry a driver's license, a library card, all that wank. I just have a debit card and a loyalty card so I can get me points. Oh yeah. I know a doggy and Dickhead is its name. Being wuffly gruffly is its favourite game. It wuffles and it gruffles and it goes out for a walk. And it likes to eat sausages that are made from pork. I do like sausages myself. I mean, they're a sinful food. I mean, your sinful foods are those that bring you pleasure and are absolutely bad for you. Pork pies, sausages. Oh, that stopped somebody in their tracks. Sausages. Yeah, pork pies, sausages, bacon, black pudding, scrambled eggs, the full English breakfast. Roast potatoes, roast chicken, roast turkey, roast goose, gammon, pork, beef joint. Oh, someone's happy to eat beef joint with all the trimmings. Yorkshire puddings, gravy, carrots and peas, bangers and mash. Bangers and mash, do you know that? Oh, bangers and mash. You know all that bangers and mash with the dog? Oh, yeah. Hamburgers, hot dogs. Yeah, hot dogs. Yeah. Oh. Pizza. Yeah. Chicken vindaloo. Lamb madras. Poppadoms and onion barges. What about this? Peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Toasted with butter and fried with pieces of bacon. That's how Elvis used to eat. He used to put bacon on his peanut butter and banana sandwiches. That's a bit weird. I've never tried it, but apparently it was food fit for a king. Fit for a king to binge on and then die on the toilet. But Elvis, he didn't have a heart attack on the toilet. No, he wasn't fat. He was just massively constipated. And on that fateful day, he finally shifted the thing, and that's what killed him. It was 158 pounds of impacted fecal matter. And it came out with such ferocity that it threw him from the toilet, and he smashed his head and fell to the ground, and the injuries done him in from banging out such an enormous turd. And the turd itself, oh God, like they say, it was 5 foot long, a massive, huge poo, and his arsehole would never have been the same again. It's a good job he did die, because if he hadn't have died, he wouldn't have ever been able to sit down again. Oh, it completely blew his arsehole inside out, that last fateful 158 pound turd. You know, poor old Elvis. He was like the Elephant Man. The Elephant Man couldn't go to bed like a normal person, and Elvis couldn't go to the toilet like a normal person. He didn't take a shit for nigh on 8 years, they reckon. His arsehole got sealed up, so all the turd just built up and bloated his belly out, made him all sweaty and fat. And he couldn't remember the lyrics to his songs. And finally, one day, he went to the toilet. He goes, "I'm going to push as hard as I can and get this bastard out. This massive turd, it's giving me problems." And his arsehole exploded with the enormity of his last lethal bowel movement. Elvis's last. This is disgusting, isn't it? This is like some. This is sort of shit like mentally ill people talk about. You know, I might be going mad because I'm obsessed with the idea of Elvis dying on the toilet doing a massive poo. I'm surprised they didn't take his final, then have him encased in clear resin with a certificate and a little gold-plated label on it saying, "This is a piece of Elvis Presley's last turd on the day of his death, commemorating his life." It's what he would have wanted, and they could charge $10,000 a piece for them, like paperweights, like cross sections of trees, and you can look at that turd and go, "Oh, I can see one of his peanuts in there." Fine slices of Elvis, but that turd was flushed. That business opportunity, I'd like a piece of the king myself. I do like the king. But, there's other souvenirs out there, You can buy one of the king's watches, his guns, one of his TVs, with the screenshot out, Personally, I'd like a bust of Elvis, a little bust of the king, in his early Vegas period, wearing his dark glasses, to put on a shelf. I mean, I really want to have an Elvis shrine, where you've got a cupboard, right, and you set it up. So you've got a switch that as soon as you open the cupboard door, Christmas lights, and a tape cassette player that starts playing, Love Me Tender, and it lights up like a holy shrine with a bust of Elvis and, some of his albums and singles and little framed photographs and Elvis memorabilia. I need a shrine to the king, an Elvis shrine. I should do a show all about how to make your own Elvis shrine and do it on the cheap. Because there's no point spending money because, we ain't got no money. I mean, I'm skint as buggery. Yeah, I'm as buggered as skintery. Yeah, anyway, I'm exhausted. I thank you for tuning in, but almost 30 minutes, the breakfast show is over. And it's time for me to go and commence with the day's activities. And what they are shall remain a mystery to you. I don't give away my movements. I'm a mysterious, like the eel, Anyway, I'll see you later. You have a nice day. I'm off. Doggy.